Welcome back to the Coolerbox channel with me, Cooley61. I was wandering around Lumbridge when I stumbled across an explorer called Jack. He spoke in a very confusing manner, but seemed to have a task for me, which was to retrieve special gemstones from a snowy region. I wasted no time and made my way to the wizard's tower to meet with Isidore, a mage who would teleport me to the snowy region. On arrival, I was met with a fantastic view of the cave that held the gemstones, but I quickly realized that this was going to be a tough mission, as my character could not just walk wherever he wanted to. The floor I walked on was completely covered in ice, so whenever I moved, I would just slide until something stopped me. So much for a straightforward mission. Entering the cave, the first thing I saw was a room coated in ice. No surprises there. But getting to the other side was not as simple as it seemed. It actually required me to use my brain, which I hadn't done in some time, but I managed to get to the other side eventually. What waited for me on the other side? Another room, of course. More of a reason to use my brain. Yay! I would have never thought I'd need to think this much for a quest, but I was sorely mistaken. This room took me about 5 minutes to figure out, which is kind of insulting considering the goal is to get to the other side. How long does it take you to deal with confusing situations like this? Let me know in the comments. Great, another room. How far must I actually go to reach the gemstones? My brain can't keep up anymore. What was the hardest brain bender you have ever done? I would like to know. Unironically, this was the easiest one to clear in my opinion, as I only needed one attempt. This room looked very intimidating to me, probably because there was a lot of icicles, and I think the devs did that to mess with my head, because I was overthinking a lot in this room. This room had an alternate path to the side, but I decided to focus on pushing ahead since I came for the objective and not sightseeing. In the end, I made a good judgment call, since in the next room I noticed that the path was incomplete and that I had to move blocks of ice into empty slots to fill the gaps. Intuition for the win. One ice block down, one more to go. I realized that my brain stopped hurting. Does this mean I'm becoming smarter? Probably not, but hey, as long as my brain gets some exercise every once in a while, it won't turn to mush, right? The path was now complete, so I decided to go back and check what the path held. I know I said I was going to focus on the main quest, but since I used my brain power for this one, I might as well see what I gained access to. At the end of the path, I was met with a small space that had a pipe thingy, and in the distance, I could see a yeti guarding what appeared to be what I was looking for, the special gemstones. When I interacted with the pipe, I unironically started to scream into it, causing the yeti to pass out. Seems like going down the side path turned out to be the right call after all. Now, with the yeti downed, it was time to collect the stones. I just hope that the screams from earlier don't cause a collapse while I'm in there. I collected the stones and headed back. Somehow, I had forgotten how to backtrack in the one ice room because it took me about 15 minutes to figure out. Again. So much for getting smarter. Outside the cave, I was met with 3 snow imps, who said the so-called gemstones were in reality frozen pieces of the Yeti's dung, that when thawed, smelled horrendously. They put a special spell on them so that it only thaws when someone else is given the dung. Then, I returned to the explorer to give him his gemstones. I decided to tell him that it was indeed Yeti dung and that he had been pranked, but he took it very well and accepted the dung anyway. Another quest was completed, and the rewards were received. I think I'll go bath before the spell starts to stick to me. Ugh. If you liked what you saw, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down. Want to see more of my content? Subscribe. And please, remember to share the video. If we can put a smile on your face, we can put a smile on anyone's face. Until the next video, stay safe everyone. Bye for now.